Hopes for the Carolina Panthers. Today, the team held its first practice of training camp. Here's a look at video from that practice today at Bank of America Stadium. Panthers fans and players hoping to finally put last season behind them.
Anytime you attach to that defense, I tell the guys all the time, you got to take that personal. Like, even when we out here having fun, talking trash, like, last year was last year, but, we still on the wrong side of history, and we got to have that in the back of our mind every day and prep the right way so we can come back this year and put good stuff on tape.
Our Nate Wimberly joins us outside his happy place, Bank of America Stadium tonight. All right, Nate, I know it's day one, but I do want to talk about some of the big storylines now going into this season. First, historically bad defense last season. Can that unit rebound?
Well, they took a great step today. They actually outplayed the offense. But the one thing they struggled with last year was stopping the run. And yesterday, they released inside linebacker Josie Jewell. He couldn't get past some concussion symptoms that he sustained back in week 16 of last year. He was the second leading tackler. They also don't have inside linebacker Shaq Thompson, who's now with Buffalo. So inside linebacker is a very, very thin position right now. That doesn't bode well for trying to stop the run, but they do get Derrick Brown back. Pass rush, they added two in Nick Scorts and Prince Umamiyelan, and Princely had a great play at the end of practice today. Beat the tackle, got back to Bryce Young, hit Bryce on the arm. That's a no-no. He caused a strip sack fumble. You don't hit the quarterback in training camp. He hit Bryce Young, but everything up to that point of hitting Bryce, great. So they've got some pieces, and I think they're going to rebound. They're not going to give up a lot of points like they did last year. Historically, the worst. They give up the most of any defense in NFL history. I don't think that's going to be the case, but stopping the run, they're really going to have to work on that.
Obviously, we want the defense to play better because the offense showed significant improvement in the last month of the season. So kind of storyline number two here. Was that real or was it a mirage?
I think it was real, and I think they're gonna duplicate kind of the end of that season, end of last season again this year. Bryce Young in the final 3 games, 10 touchdowns, no turnovers. I believe that's what you're gonna see this year. You add a big wide receiver and Tetairoa McMillan. Everybody's back on the offensive line. Chuba Hubbard's back. You add Rico Dowdle. JT Sanders is back at tight end. This offense is gonna hum this year. I think it's gonna be a top 10 offense in the NFL. And I do believe Bryce Young is going to begin to answer the question, is he the Panthers franchise quarterback? I think this year is where he's going to establish the fact that, yes, indeed, he is this team's franchise quarterback, because I do believe this offense is going to carry this team as far as it's going to go this year.
So that leads us really to storyline number 3, the expectations, right? They seem to be higher this year than in recent years. Are they justified? Is this team ready to deal with them?
I think they have the right mindset to be able to deal with this. Nobody's out here talking about the playoffs. They're not thumping their chest saying, yeah, we're going to the playoffs, and then, just raising the expectations. They have a quiet confidence about themselves. Coach Dave Canales talked about it today. He was saying that, we've got a brand of football that we're going to play that teams are not going to want to play us this year. I do believe he's going to want to run the ball and run the ball a lot, set up that play action pass for Bryce to really start cooking. I just think they have the ingredients to be a better team, a 7-8 win team. I don't think they're a playoff team, but they're going to play much better. They're going to open a lot of eyes this year, and it's just going to be that next building block towards them getting to ultimately where they want to be, which is a consistent winner. That's the whole deal. Anybody that's thinking Super Bowl and playoffs and all that, they're not thinking about that. You're a fan, you can think about that. What they're thinking about is just becoming a consistent winner, and I do believe they're going to take that next step this year.
Sticking to a plan. It seems like there's one in place. Take the next step this year. That's the idea. Nate, it was comfortable out there today. This weekend, not so much. Stay hydrated as you cover camp. I appreciate the time tonight.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
Just warning them ahead of time. A reminder, no fans allowed at training camp due to that ongoing construction, but don't worry. WBTV and The Point After is your source for all things Panthers. We're going to be out there bringing everything you need to know. The biggest stories, the biggest headlines, those key position battles. Certainly lots to talk about and monitor, so keep it right here on WBTV and The Point After for continuing coverage of the Panthers 2025 training camp. Football is here, folks. Get ready. All right, turn it to our